Man, you should never rely on a partial feeling. This is from the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai swordsman. Relying on a partial feeling allows you to get yourself into a situation where you're responding from something that is not a complete thought or a complete feeling. A true Stoic warrior always makes sure that they have a full picture of what they're responding to. So let me give you an example. So a partial feeling would be this. Somebody comes to you, a third party, says to you, XYZ person was talking bad about you. That's coming from a third party. That's a partial feeling. So to complete that feeling, you don't respond. You take the information, and if you want to continue the conversation, you don't respond until you complete the actual feeling. What you do from that point is you reach out to the person that the third party was saying was talking bad about you, and you complete the feeling or the emotion. From there, that's when you respond. What happens in this world and why often people get destroyed and why they're constantly getting triggered is because they're responding off a partial feeling. There's that person's reality, there's this person's reality, and there's some sort of truth within there. And if we're constantly responding off a partial emotion, it will destroy us 100% of the time. Let me give you another example. When I was in corporate America, one of the things I could not stand that some of the upper management would do is they would call you on a Friday and say, hey, we need to talk on Monday. What happens to your mind all weekend? You're going to get let go, something is happening, you're trying to think of all the things that you did. It's a partial feeling or a partial emotion. So what you should do is you should step back from that emotion and wait until it's completed on Monday when you talk to your boss. Now, it's easier said than done, but that's an example of not responding based on a partial emotion or a partial feeling. So what would happen is, on the partial emotion or feeling, is you come home after your boss says that and you destroy your whole family's weekend thinking of the worst case scenario. Then you get there on Monday, you complete the feeling, and it's actually not that big of a deal. Now, your boss shouldn't have done that. They should never call you on a Friday. So if you're a boss that's doing that, stop doing that. You should never call a team member on Friday. I'll never call any of my team members in any of my companies and say, I need to talk to you on Monday. That's kind of a narcissist thing to do. But that's an example of a partial feeling or a partial emotion. In a relationship, you get a text message that triggers you. That's a partial feeling or emotion. Until you take the time to reach out to that person to complete that emotion or complete that feeling, you should not respond. So by mixing in a powerful thing that we put together, which is the pause technique, and completing the feeling to get a complete emotion before you respond, you're going to become powerful beyond measure and become stoic. And you're going to be able to control your mind, which is going to be able to control your thoughts, which is going to be able to control your actions, and most of all, your emotions. And there'll be no competition because you're truly aligning with who you're truly meant to be, which is powerful, strong, and worthy. It's time to redefine our integrity.